Welcome to this webinar on digital leadership in disruptive times. I am so happy to be here today with Natalia Wiedemeyer, who's an expert in virtual collaboration, in digital leadership, and is a keynote speaker that has worked with numerous teams internationally, both on virtual collaboration, on virtual projects, virtual leadership, and she's a thought leader in this area.
Thank you so much, Lars. And I would like to introduce Lars Seilslund, who is going to be my partner on this program. And Lars is an outstanding digital leader and consultant, the best trainer I have known, who has trained many thousand people around the world on leadership, on business transformation, on organization, personal development, and many other things. And I'm just so happy to go forward with this program together with Lars.
The goals of today are that we want to inspire you with ways to become a digital leader. And we want to show you how to enhance your career by mastering digital leadership. And I just want to take you on a journey. I just want to take you on a journey because I think that what we're all experiencing right now is that the world is changing. The world is changing at a much faster pace than we can actually achieve. And people are talking about a new normal, but we think that it's going to be a new never normal, that things are going to be very agile, changing all the time, because technology and the digital world is impacting business so extremely much. Can you imagine you driving your car? You're sitting here in your car driving. It's a very nice day. The sun is rising and the heat is up. It's just a fantastic day. You're eating an ice cream, listening to the radio or talking to someone on the phone while you're driving at good speed. And then suddenly fog appears. What happens? Normally what happens is that people will get the ice cream away, they will turn off the music, they'll turn off the phone, and they'll slow down, they'll grab harder on the steering wheel, and they'll move forward, trying to see if this 1 foot forward will kind of give you 100 yards exercise. And everything goes slow like that. And I think that a lot of businesses are in that right now, that we are in this foggy world, that we don't really know what's happening. And we really hope that when the fog leaves, it's going to be like this again, that it's going to be like it used to be, that it's so nice. What happens here is that we just speed up again and we turn on the radio, we do stuff. But the whole problem is that what is returning is not the same as it was. It's something completely new. And Natalia, isn't it right? We're not here to give people digital superpowers.
Yes, so we are going to introduce to you the superpowers that a digital leader should possess. Should it be a completely new species? No, but this is in these disruptive times. It's just a different mindset. It's just a different way of thinking and of acting and developing and being a leader. So what are the digital superpowers?
I think first I would love to see who we are, who is here. And I think that if you are here, you're probably here because you think that you believe that things are changing and things are changing fast, maybe faster than you like. You're also here because you really want to perform better in a digital setting. You're probably also here because you want to create better results with your team and maybe also in a virtual setting. But Natalia, the first thing we need is to foster a digital mindset. Can you take us through that?
Exactly. So what does it mean, digital mindset? Digital mindset is this way of thinking enhanced through technology. So we have already realized that the world is not going back to where it was in the pre-pandemic time, but the world has been advancing, and this pandemic is just shown us where we are heading, and we are heading there a little bit faster. So digital mindset is not about using digital tools. Digital mindset is not about jumping on the next technological trend. Digital mindset is not adopting the newest app or being active on all the social media platforms. But digital mindset is the way of business thinking where you try to formulate your business goals and to formulate your ideas in the way that is forward-looking, that is transformative, and that can be viable and successful in the next times. And while doing so, you want to you use the potential of this digital world, the accelerated learning opportunities, the many of communication tools, the way we are thinking and interacting with each other, to use all that to achieve your business results, to add value for your customers, and to connect to your fellow team members, no matter in which geographical location they are physically present.
And I think it's also about leading teams virtually. It's really about making sure that when you have teams, and that team can consist, of course, of your staff, of your people, but it's also with clients and others that are part of your virtual team. That means that you need to engage them in a very good way, making sure that they feel seen, that they are there, maybe make sure that they are motivated, not only when the camera is on, but also when the camera is off. It's a way to connect with people, connect with your team, even though you may never seen them. One of our panelists in our program has been the CEO or Secretary General of a program for more than a year. Or for an organization for more than a year, and he haven't seen any one of his staff because of the pandemic yet. But he really connects with them in a great way, and in a great way of doing that. So it doesn't really matter where you are on a physical location. That we can do exactly the same that we would do if we were together, but we can do it in a different way and in a very, very effective and nice way of really leading our teams virtually.
Now, for those of you who have been working in the digital setting in the past year, you probably have realized that it's different. It's probably a little bit more difficult to connect with people on the personal level, but we assure you that virtual collaboration and connecting with people virtually in the way we see it in the digital leadership program is not the limited version of reality, but it's a completely different dimension that we would love to get you into. Communicating with impact. Communication is probably one area that is being transformed in the most way in this digital world, right? In the past times, we only were having a phone and the email, and we would write the emails and we would expect their response. But in this digital world, with email, WhatsApp, phone, all different Slack, different apps that we are using, and we are just getting those messages from all dimensions. If we do not structure these communications, they do overwhelm us. So this is where we can learn the most, and we can add the most value from structured communication, from clarity of the message, and from actually reaching the people personally through using the technology, enhancing through the technology.
Yeah, and also using it towards your clients. Because one thing is communicating with yourself, but we also see that more and more communication with clients moves online, and it becomes more digital way that we communicate. And it's not always just done, it's just not another channel. It's also a different way of doing it with everything from bots that are enhancing the experience on websites and different technologies that are into it. But it's also a way of creating a state of mind and a place where people actually feel that it's pleasant to communicating with you, also in a virtual setting. And then, of course, no leader is better than the results that they do. So we need to be able to execute digitally for results. And when we do that, we need to take the lead digitally. And that doesn't mean that you have to be a software engineer coming out of Silicon Valley, but it has to be that you're curious and that you're really looking into what could be the enhancement for my business in a digital setting, so that you can ensure outstanding performance and results also with your team, so that you make sure that you achieve the goals that are there, that you achieve the goals that are necessary, and that you can celebrate, like the woman in this picture, of really creating something great while you're working together. But it's also for you, Natalia.
Yes, exactly. So it is about enhancing your career. It's also about just to add a few points on delivering results and developing people in the digital world, right? So it's not only about performing your tasks, but it's actually developing the personality. So digital leadership program will not only help you to enhance your career obviously it would, because you will be the front runner of this as a digital leader, as a person who can think in the dimensions of this new never normal and enhance the possibilities that are there. But it's also for the people on your team. People today don't only want to go to work for doing their daily stuff, they want to be developed, they want to get on the new levels, they want to perform challenging things that help them grow as persons within this team. So this is also something to consider, that it's not just coming from giving people tasks, but actually helping them to become the better versions of themselves, enhancing your career and their careers as well.
Exactly. And you know, I know for years it has been one of the foundation of leadership has always been communication, and it has been, you know, those character things, and they are still. But now there has come a new layer that if you really want to up your career, you need to add that digital layer and actually start learning in that and expanding that and taking that into consideration in everything you do in business. But you know, the big question here is, how do I do that? What can I do and how can I do that? And Natalia, we actually have an invitation to people here.
Exactly. So we have crafted for you guys this digital leadership program that would help you to acquire those digital leadership superpowers and become a front runner in this area, to connect with other digital leaders around the world and to build a strong network. And what we are going to do, it's a program that will be going for 4 weeks, 30 hours, 16 hours of live sessions, and live sessions are really actually live sessions with interactions with us present. And it's going to be also 14 hours of individual work. It's 2 sessions per week, exactly, on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yeah, and it's what we're going to take you through is 4 main modules. We'll start with a digital setting of really creating the digital mindset with you, with fantastic panels that are going to inspire you and kind of open your mind to what is this digital world and what can that mean not only to your business but to your team and to your performance and in your leadership. And then we're going to work on empower your team in a digital setting. We're going to have 1 module on communicate effectively with digital tools. We're going to work on something really challenging, which is digital empathy and doing hard conversations when you're not together with your people. And then, of course, it is digital execution. We put all this into a real life setting by every time you've had a session, you are going to have application and coaching. And as Natalia was saying, this is online, but it's not. It is really much more on live. We're going to be together with you. We're going to have live sessions with discussions, breakout rooms, teamwork, group work. We're going to use digital tools, and we're going to teach you how to use them so that you can do that with your team when you get at home. And the main facilitators will be us. Yeah.
So if you go back, so in this on live experience, we are going to be together with you, and we will make sure that you get the chance to practice all the techniques that we are giving you, because the best way to learn is not to listen to a webinar or not to listen to a panel, but it's actually to try things. And that's what we will be doing in small groups with individual coaching, that you will actually have the opportunity to try things, to see which techniques fit to you and to your team, and we will help you on the individual basis in small groups to tackle the problems that are specific to your settings.
And one of the great other things that we can add is that this is the program, this is the content, but the people that will be there are something that will be amazing for you as well, because there will of course be someone training you and delivering the sessions, but you will be together with a group of peers, some people who are in the same situation as you from different companies, and you are going to learn together and build network. But Natalia, we're also going to ask some friends, because of course you and I are going to be the main facilitators, but we also have other experts who are joining in with their specialities. Here are some of them.
Yes, so this is the extended team. Those are people who will share their knowledge and experience and expertise with you guys that you can learn from, that you can connect with, and that you can enhance your toolbox, your tool set with different knowledges. So on facilitation, on communication, on use of different technologies, on any of those opportunities that are available today in the digital setting and just are waiting to for us to take advantage of.
So take out your phone. Make sure that you reserve May 17th for the opening of this program, so that you have it in your schedule. It is from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock every Monday and Wednesday for 4 weeks. And it's 6 to 8 GST, which is 8 to 10 European time. So depending on where you are, that is going to be the timing. But remember that it is a new reality. And we know that those who learn most win most. And we really want to make sure that. And if you really want to enhance your career, now is the time to start. And we have today a very special offer for you. So if you send an email today, we have a $1,490 for the session. But today and until the end of April, you can register for $1,190 US to the program. So, but Natalia, how do you register?
If you guys send an email to natalia@graviteams.com, I will send you a confirmation that your place on the program is reserved, and we figure out the rest.
And we'll make sure that our people reach out to you within the coming days, so that they can answer every question that you have, and they can refer to it, they can send you more details on the program, so that you make sure that you make the right decision for your career right now. But Natalia, there has been some questions in the chat. Should we take them before we end the program today?
Absolutely. And if the questions are not being answered right now, you guys are welcome to put them on the chat, and we will make sure we come with our responses, with our comments, and with our ideas on the email, and that we stay in touch with you on those.
Exactly.
So,
and Natalia, there's been some questions. There's one that are saying, we are using tools like Microsoft Teams for video conferencing and WhatsApp messaging in addition to the regular email communication. Can we consider our communication digital enough, or can you suggest some improvements?
Yes, this is the typical thing that people think, okay, if we are using a digital collaboration tool, that we are digital, that we are in the digital world, and we are making the most out of these technologies. But as we were already talking about, there are so many different tools that many people are just being overwhelmed with the messages that are coming from all directions, and it has the impact on our concentration, it has the impact on our performance, and not the least, it has the impact on our emotional, physical, and psychological well-being. So using a digital tool is obviously a necessity in this digital world. We cannot just walk across whatever to the other person and talk in person. But digital communication is so much more, and there's so many more possibilities how you can streamline it, how you can use it, how you avoid this meeting overkill and information overkill and Zoom fatigue that many of you maybe, or your team members, are experiencing in these days. So what we will be going through and what we will be doing in this program, we will help you to organize communications in a manageable way together with your team, so everyone is comfortable on the level, on the expectations.
Just go on, Natalia.
Okay. On the level, on the expectations, and on the way how to communicate. So we also will help you to see what kinds of meetings are good meetings, how we can optimize, how we can get personal connection to the people, how we can help them to have their goals around those meetings, and how to connect not only to you as a leader, but within the team. We will help you to structure messages in a specific way and to use different tools like video, like written communication, like one-to-one communication, and many different things. We were talking about difficult conversations, so it's not about having the tool, but it is about making the most of the personal interactions while using that tool.
And it is all about you. Huh? It is all about you as a person, because you've probably been in the same situation as I have of not being able to finding enough time for everything. And I always thought that it must be my schedule, my calendar. It must be a new software that I can get that will kind of fix my problems. But the problems are never fixed by technology. They're always fixed by your use and approach of the technology. And that's what we really focus on here in the program. Natalia, there's another question that came in. We have been working remotely a lot since the pandemic, but the level of the connection in the team is not the same as it were when we were working in the office. We plan to work as much as possible from the office when COVID is over. Would you still advise me to do our program, to do your program?
Absolutely. I would absolutely advise you to do this program, because it is just a second. I would absolutely, I would definitely advise you to do this program, because as we have seen, the world is not going back to the way we used to have it before the pandemic, or before we have realized how deep we are in this digital world and what are the possibilities. And if you are, people have learned to use this flexibility, and people have learned to be self-organized, and it's unlikely that someone would love to abandon that possibility and this flexibility anytime in the future. So if you would try to encourage people to come to the office every day. I mean, obviously we are social beings and we love to communicate and we love to interact on a personal level and we love to see people around the office. But the flexibility that is necessary to be able to access things from everywhere, to be able to stay connected wherever you are just a comparative advantage in the digital world that you cannot ignore. So if you're ignoring that, you just are gonna miss this digitalization train, and it's gonna leave without you. And we know some of the examples of businesses like Nokia, Kodak, that missed the trend, that were leaders in their areas, and they just missed the trend. And time is now to invest into these digital skills and make sure that you actually can be in the front.
Exactly, and we're all competing on the international market. Maybe not all of us, but at least some of us, it's in some way in some kind of either international competition or affected by the international way of doing things. And still we recruit locally, instead of opening up and maybe seeing the opportunities of having people, experts that are coming from a different place that just not live in your neighborhood. And that might be an advantage for you as a company as well, to see new opportunities. Natalia, there is someone talking about the industry. We're in the construction industry. The buildings are being built on site. Can I still benefit from upskilling as a digital leader?
We think, like that there are industries that need to be digitized and there are industries that do not need to be digitized, but this is not the case because the digital world is there, right? So any business, any industry that is not taking this opportunity and that is not taking this advantage, that is not seeing the possibilities of the business world, that is not adapting the business models to the new normal, is going to lose out. So if you're in a construction company and you are only, work with brick and mortar, there would be companies that developing technologies to print 3D parts and to do amazing things a lot faster, in a lot more connected way, to enhance their buildings with different technologies that are already available today, to connect devices, to collect different types of data that can create more value for the people for the customers that will be using that. So absolutely any industry, and obviously construction industry one of those that can greatly benefit from digitalization.
And it's the same. We thought that, for instance, if you were running a taxi company, why should you be a digital leader? Then came Uber. But then if you say that I'm running restaurants, and then came Just Eat and other companies of really taking some of your business. So it is every business needs to have a digital mindset, and then you need to find out how you can apply it and how it will fit within your strategy. We're not saying that all of you should be running software companies or anything else, but we really say that you need to take into consideration of how you can be in the forefront in your business and in your trade and in your sector.
So
Natalia,
another thing that I really would like to point out, for whom is this program?
Yeah.
Is this program for people at the top of their companies? Is this people for organizations that are already far digitalized in many of the processes? What does it mean to being digital in your processes? And I want to encourage you to register for this program as if you're a leader, if you are leading an organization, or if you are leading a team, if you are aspiring leader that you would love to get the skills and to make the new career advancement, if you would love to connect to the community of digital leadership, if you would love to invest in your personal development, this program is for you. No matter the industry, no matter your current position. So this is the part of personal and professional development that we are offering you.
Absolutely. I think there might be more questions coming in, but as you said, Natalia, we will be answering them on email, and we make sure that our people reach out to you so that you can have the answers to all the questions that you will have. Just to remind all of you that we are doing the program on May 17th to June 9th. It's going to be 4 weeks, every Wednesday and Monday from 18 to 20, which is 6 to 8. And we really encourage you to go. And your investment in this program is that you can actually save $300 by reaching out to Natalia right after this program at Natalia
at graviteams.com.
At graviteams.com. Natalia at graviteams.com. You can do that. We'll make sure that the link is also provided to you so that you can do that. But Natalia, it's been a pleasure. I'm really looking forward to do this program with you, and I really hope that we will see all of you who are in this webinar as well for this program. And Natalia, any final words?
Thank you, Lars, for this introduction and for the walk through this program today with me. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this webinar, and I hope you got excited about what is more to come with the two of us and with the wonderful company of internationally known and established experts in the area of virtual collaboration, digital leadership, business excellence, advanced communications, and technological opportunities. And we hope to see you there. Stay connected, keep writing your questions, connect on the email, find us on the social media, and we are looking forward to welcoming you in our digital leadership program. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.